Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 5th. We're going to jump right in here, Libra. You have this Unveiled Secrets card. It says, what is happening on the surface is not what you'll see if you dive deeper. You have this card that says, choose a path. There are many paths before you, but you may only choose one. So definitely time to pick a path. You're not the only person to get something kind of like similar to that. And I do feel, energetically, we all kind of have a choice right now on, where we're going and what we're doing. And I also do feel like picking like one thing and focusing on it is important, and so I think that we're kind of like in this time where I feel like we have, for many years, we have, sent out our energy all over the place, and now all that energy is kind of coming back to center. And so I see this, right? I can't talk today. My stutter is getting the best of me, but I feel that all our energy is coming back to center, and now we're being asked, like, what do you want? Like Ryan Gosling in the movie I've never seen, right? Where he's saying, what do you want? And you have the Ten of Pentacles right here. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life, but everybody wants different things. And of course, I don't think we just get everything we want and desire. We have to work towards it. And, I feel like the Nine of Swords is saying that you're just bringing negative cycles to an end. It's like, I don't really feel good or bad about this card in your reading. I kind of just feel it's very basic. I feel it's just saying that you are in a period of time where you have gone through some cycles, and now you're just bringing those things to an end. And even, we go down to the Strength card here, and the Strength card says you have developed the strength necessary to move forward. And the Strength card also would suggest that you've done a lot of work on yourself, and maybe you've healed yourself, or you've developed that inner strength. We also have the Ace of Swords here. The Ace of Swords is a card of fortitude, which is also strength. So putting it all together, it looks to me like you're just ending negative cycles. You have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. I believe we're in a time of curiosity where our curiosity is almost intuitive. It's almost, if we become curious about an idea or a new direction or adventure we want to go on, or even a person, you have the Two of Cups, Six of Cups here, then we need to move towards our curiosity, because it's probably really our intuition is like, hey, this thing over here is interesting to you because, it's something that should be a part of your life. You also have the Hierophant. Kind of funny. I feel like you are breaking free from, society's expectations. The Hierophant is inside the box thinking. He has certain rules and certain regulations and certain things, certain belief systems and morals and ethics that he follows. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but it's like maybe you have your own belief systems, and I kind of see the Nine of Swords as saying that maybe you're starting to live according to your own set of rules. And that's really what you're looking to do, and that's how you're going to be developing your inner strength. I mean, this right here would represent connecting to your inner child. The Six of Cups can represent our inner child, or having more fun, or doing more things that we enjoy. And I feel that a lot of you are kind of developing the strength to do that. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords here, which you do have twice, here and here. The Seven of Swords, it can be lying, cheating, stealing. So you could be ending a situation where there's like less than favorable energy. The Seven of Swords is also a card of tactics. So, personally, I look at it as a good card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. And he is stealing those swords from an army in the background. So he has just found another way to do something. And that's what the Nine of Swords could be saying. It's like you're bringing an end to a cycle because you found a better way to, complete the cycle or do something else. With the Page of Swords, you have the Star. I'm pretty sure you get the Star with me a lot in your readings. And the Star is, hope, faith, renewal. But the Star also can represent having a North Star, having, that big goal, wish, or dream, or something that you want to accomplish in your life. And the Page of Swords could say that you are getting curious about your dream life, or, something that could bring more dreams into reality. And so I would focus on that. If you're getting curious on like ways that you can accomplish your dream, again, that's like another thing that I would get curious about with the Page of Swords, because again, it looks like you could be accomplishing some sort of dream, or, she's pouring this water onto this pool, and that pool is the pool of universal consciousness. And so she is like sending these ripples out to the universe and, telling the universe what she wants. And so that's probably what you're doing. With the Hierophant, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like I feel like you're putting down burdens. I think I said this, but I get something about like expectations as well. And so you could be putting down the burdens of the expectations of others. And, that would make a lot of sense with this, because the Six of Cups, you're connecting with your inner child, and you're being more playful. And like, instead of taking things so seriously, I feel like you're allowing for more of that playful energy to come out. And this can help you in life in like a million different ways, right? So I think embracing your wild side, embracing that childlike energy would be a good idea. You have this partnership card. It says you're manifesting a strong and successful partnership. Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck as well. It says, consider having a partner who can bring the experience you lack. You have this Underworld card that says, find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about, doing things in unconventional ways. Like I said, Hierophant is inside the box. I think you've tried it that way. Nine of Swords. So, the first row is kind of like saying you've tried things the traditional way, whether it's love, money, or otherwise, doesn't matter. And now I feel like you're going towards more unconventional ways to accomplish what you want. You even have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is facing towards that Six of Cups. The Page of Wands is unconventional because he follows his enthusiasm. He doesn't need proof or evidence that something is going to work out. He's just excited for the adventure. So he sets a goal, which for you, this could be the Star card or the Ten of Pentacles. I think they're, those two cards are talking about the same thing. It's like you have this grand vision for your life. I think we all do, whether we know it or not. And the Page of Wands is saying, this might not make sense. I might not be able to explain it to other people, but I'm going to do it anyway. And the Six of Cups is all about that. It's about, kind of like not caring what other people think and doing something that maybe they see as childish or, they see as foolish or whatever. But those are the people that, people that do that kind of thing are the people that, end up accomplishing crazy things, right? The people that don't care what other people think. And, I kind of get that energy from those two cards. I feel like the Strength card is kind of just saying like the time is now. I think you've developed yourself to the point where you can now take these bigger risks. This lion has its tail tucked between its legs here, and the lion is submitting to her. The lion represents her inner voice, her inner critic, her inner demons, and she has tamed those, her inner voice, her inner demon, her inner critic, so that she is the one that's in control. And this is something that she has to do every single day, but she has developed that strength, and so I feel like it's saying you've developed the strength to move forward. You have the Magician, and the Magician is about manifesting something in reality. The Magician is all about reinventing yourself as well. And we have a Mercury retrograde, so I think Mercury retrograde is a great time to kind of play around with reinvention energy or reinventing something that you're doing. And it is popping into my head. So if you're thinking about doing it, that could be a great way, that could be a great thing for you to work on. He has mastery over all the tools in the tarot here. These are all the ace versions of all the suits in the tarot. And so, again, you could be working on a project or a business or something. And it's like maybe you're using your swords, but maybe you need to use like more creativity with the wands, or maybe you need to use more of your emotions or whatever, right? So I think that if something isn't working, or even if something is working but just not as well as you want it to, the Magician just says it might be worth trying, approaching it from a different perspective or trying another tool. Even going this way, we have two swords cards here. So this could say that maybe you need to communicate more about whatever goal, wish, or dream you're working on, or maybe you need to use more logic or wisdom, right? And I kind of feel that's what that's saying. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, really good if you want love. Ten of Cups, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Could be attracting a soulmate. Could be a fire sign or another air sign for sure. You have like fire and air are really standing out to me. With the Strength card, you have the Magician again. And in this case, the Magician is pointing straight across to the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups. So I think for a lot of you, that, kind of finding other ways to do things would be a good idea. Now, what I will say is I don't really like the Magician and the Seven of Swords together. It can represent a tricky person or a person who's trying to be tricky. I feel the Strength card is saying, like, you've developed the strength to avoid a tricky person, and going this way, this could be a tricky trickster person that's trying to communicate with you. So again, if you get any weird vibes or weird feelings about a person, I would trust your intuition. With the Magician, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Say it with me, Libra. Is the juice worth the squeeze, right? I think that you need to look at all the things that you're working on, everything, your health, your wealth, your happiness, your relationships. And you need to say to yourself, am I getting everything I can? Am I squeezing everything I can out of these situations? Or, is it a waste of time? Or am I just using the wrong tool? You've been getting this message for months. There's clearly some sort of situation in your life where just like a little change could make all the difference. And I don't even think this is that big of a deal. Again, like I said, maybe you're just using the wrong tool for the job, in the sense that maybe you're trying to be creative when you should be logical, or maybe you're being logical when you should be creative, or maybe you need to inject more emotion into the things you do, or more money, right? With the Pentacles, it doesn't even have to be money. Pentacles can just represent a resource. So you're going to have to answer that question on your own. But, again, I think if you look at the things you're working on and the result you're getting, there's a better result that exists. Even if you're getting good results, you can always improve something. You have this isolation. This is the area of messages from your future self. You have this isolation card and this inheritance card. You have the Ten of Pentacles as well. So if you are waiting for an inheritance, this could be you literally getting an inheritance. I kind of feel like you're inheriting a person, in a lot of ways. I almost feel like you could be attracting a person that's like a gift. The Six of Cups can be a gift from the universe. You have the Two of Cups here, and it looks to me like you could be pulling a person out of isolation. So for those of you that want love, again, you could be attracting a person. And whenever I get a reading like this, it's almost like you're getting a person that was like meant for someone else. I don't really feel like that's true, but bear with me, right? It's almost like this other person could have ended up with someone else that they were like with. And maybe that's why this person is isolated, but it's like now you're receiving this person as a gift. Whenever I have a reading like this, I almost feel you're attracting a person where it's like they're almost too good to be true. Not really, but I think people date this person and are like, oh, there's no way this person, this person must have skeletons in their closet. But I feel like this person doesn't have skeletons in their closet. So you could be attracting a really good person. Like I said, if you want love, I think the more important thing going on here is you embracing that fun, carefree attitude and not worrying too much about what people think about, the stuff that you want to do in your life, right? It's funny that over like the last week, I've had like 10 people leave comments saying, I want to start a tarot channel, but I'm afraid of what people think. I'm like, well, obviously you have to not worry about what people think. So again, I get that kind of energy on this Six of Cups, where it's like maybe you want to do something that goes against like what your family believes, or goes against some sort of tradition with the Hierophant. But I think doing it is going to unleash your inner child. You have the Seven of Swords, and sorry, wrong camera. Like I said, Seven of Swords can represent needing to have more fun as well. He's got polka dots on his cloak, and polka dots in the tarot can represent taking things too seriously, needing to have more fun. So I think fun would be a good idea. Of course, if you have like a past person that is tricky, like I already said right here, I would avoid that person. You also have the Two of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. So like I've been saying this whole entire row, I think play or having more fun or doing more fun things that you enjoy would be a really good idea for you with this Two of Pentacles. Like I said, Two of Pentacles, like work hard, play hard, but I think you need more on the play side of things. With the Six of Cups, you have the Death card. It's funny because I've definitely said this to Scorpio before. It could be a Scorpio or a person with Scorpio in their chart that you are attracting. So if you want love, there you go. I definitely feel there are big change. I kind of feel just in general there are big changes coming in love, but also in the way that you express yourself. We have the Sun right here, and the Sun is coming up between the two pillars that are on the Moon card, and so this kind of represents you coming into a period of clarity or understanding. And again, that could be the fact that you want to live your life and you don't want to deal with your family's judgment, right? or something like that. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is about following your heart, and again, I think tapping into your inner child and following your heart is pretty much what this row is saying. So she really listens to what causes her to overflow. And if she's doing things that make her feel restricted or stuck or block her flow, she really doesn't want to do those things. And so I feel for a lot of you, this is about getting into the flow and doing the things you want to do. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords. yeah, like I said, stuck flow. There's water flowing right in front of her here. And so I feel for a lot of you, Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things when there are many. And like I said also, right with the Magician, it's like there are other ways you could be doing or, working on your projects or doing the things that you're doing to make your life easier. And I think that would be a really good idea for you to kind of like make things more simple or, I think we're in a time where people could be thinking, it's like more complex or how can I make this more complex? Because, as humans, we have complexity bias. We think that more complex solutions are the answer. But I feel like this is saying, no, more simple solutions are the answer. You have this otter spirit says you are never alone. You have this grasshopper. It says take a leap of faith. Yes. Take the leap of faith to move towards your heart, right? Move towards your inner truth is what the Ace of Swords really says. You have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Swords is a victory. The thing with the Ace of Swords is that we usually have to cut one thing out so that we can have something better in our lives. And so I feel like you need to, you could be in this period of time where you're like cutting things out or you're removing things that no longer serve you, and you're just entering into a time of, bigger and better energy. And that's kind of what I feel with the Ace of Swords. Definitely some sort of victory here. You have the Two of Cups. So again, like I said, I feel you could be communicating or you could start communicating with a person. It might not be this week. It might be like this month, at some point you start communicating with a person. Yes, it's Mercury retrograde. I always tell people don't let astrology or tarot for that matter of fact, but don't let anything control your life. You control your life ultimately. Ultimately, your decisions are your own. So I feel the Two of Cups is saying that you could start communicating with a person. Two of Cups is a perfect match. I am getting like fire vibes here, so, it could be a fire sign that you're attracting. It could be any sign, general reading, but, I feel there is a perfect match. And by the way, if you don't want love, and even if you do, Two of Cups is you and your higher self. And so the whole entire reading is saying, really take time to tap into your heart and your higher self because your higher self is guiding you. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is, everybody is working towards the Ten of Pentacles right now. We still have Uranus and Taurus, and Uranus and Taurus is all about, creating freedom. And so building, leaving a legacy in your life with the Ten of Pentacles is like the thing you have to do to have more freedom in your life. And so I feel for a lot of you that the Ten of Pentacles is saying you need to do things, to build or leave a legacy. And that's what the Ten of Pentacles wants you to do. So I feel a lot of you could be just working on bigger and better projects or situations in your life. Ten of Pentacles is like everything you want and desire. It's the best love card in the deck as well. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead in your life and really getting out into the world. He is standing where he has always been, but he has the whole world in his hands. But it's coming up in the good stuff, so I do feel you are kind of like taking the lead in your life. With the Two of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like very dreamy energy. It's coming up in the area of the good stuff, but one thing I will say about relationships right now is we have Neptune and Pisces. So if you're meeting a new person, the problem with Neptune and Pisces is we get kind of like a little bit too caught up in the fantasy and we don't have enough reality. And it's not like a bad thing, but what I would say is make sure that if you're getting into a situation with a person that you are being realistic, about the situation. So just do things to ground the connection and you'll be fine. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. The Hermit kind of says you've been on through this long journey, this dark night of the soul. And now you have completed your difficult journey and you're standing at the top of the mountain and you're shining your inner light. So that star needs to come out of the lantern. He has the star basically in his lantern. You have the star card over here. And so the Hermit sometimes I feel says that you have to shine your own inner specialness to get the rewards from the long journey that you have been on. And this whole entire reading is kind of like saying, let your light shine. Even if it goes against, beliefs or whatever with the Hierophant, I think that's what you need to do. You have this fair man, it says dealing with relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And then you have the shark, it says take care of the will be loss of material wealth. I feel like this is saying be careful if you have like a tricky person in your life. I would just avoid them. I don't think there's any need to, worry about it or whatever. Just let it go. You have this spear, it says heartache over what you no longer have. Yeah, person could have caused heartbreak, this person. And, we see the Seven of Swords with the Magician twice, really. I didn't even notice this right here. Seven of Swords, Magician, with that Nine of Swords. So I kind of feel this is saying, like, don't repeat a cycle with a past person that caused problems. You have this Kangaroo. It says, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Everybody gets this card, so, whatever. I think that we are in unsettled times, and I would just, make sure you're preparing. You have this Broken Bridge. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Again, Seven of Swords and the Magician. I do feel like that, I think I said at the beginning that you could be just ending a cycle or walking away from something. And with that Nine of Swords and the, what was this other card? The Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Again, I don't think this has to be some sort of big obstacle. I think that you're just embracing your own inner beliefs with that Six of Cups and the Two of Cups, you and your higher self. You're tapped in more. And so you might find yourself, not resonating with certain people, places, or things anymore. And I kind of feel like this is what that's talking about. And then you end with the Success card. So clearly there is success coming in for you. Ace of Swords as well. But this is a pretty straightforward reading. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.